Let me ask you an odd question. How would you feel if you lived next door to a killer and you didn't even know it? In today's episode, I'm going to take you inside the house of Alan Roy Hartzel, a son that killed his mother inside her own home. Guys, it's a scorcher day outside. Right now, I'm standing in front of a killer's house. Guys, this is a really sad story, so definitely prepare yourselves. But this is the house right behind me. I'm going to show you everything in all of its entirety right here. This is so sad what this guy did to his own mother. I can't believe it. It is a hot day outside, but I want to show you everything that I know about this house so far. And guess what? The door is wide open. I don't want to stay out here too long, especially on the side of the house, because I don't want to startle the neighbors or anybody else. But look at this. The door is completely wide open. The doorbell. Does that even work? No, it does not. Thank God. 2949 is the house number. Before we step inside, let me give you the backstory on what took place inside this home. Port Arthur, Texas, a smaller town just outside Louisiana. While it's not the safest area, it's not the worst either. It's the kind of community where families look out for each other until they don't. This story centers around a man named Alan Roy Hartzel. Alan, age 50, was arrested on February 21st, 2020, in connection with the death of his mother, Jean Gordon Hartzel. It all began when a neighbor reported to investigators that she hadn't seen Jean in several months, and that Alan, who was the only other person living in the house, refused to let her inside to check on Jean, according to the affidavit. After investigating, officers issued an arrest warrant for Alan, who was his mother's sole caretaker. Detective Mike Hebert described it as the worst case of neglect he had ever seen.
Arthur man sits in the Jefferson County Jail tonight, charged in connection to the death of his 75-year-old mother. Police say Alan Hartzel neglected her, and that severe neglect ultimately led to her death. Paris Kane spoke with a neighbor about all this.
A neighbor in front of the family says she will never forget what she saw last Friday.
And it will forever hurt because I can look at you, envision what I saw. I can talk to you, envision what I saw. And that's not the way to treat your mother or anyone.
Jeanette Guillory has known Jean Hartzel and her son Alan since she moved to 5th Street about 30 years ago.
This woman cared for people. This woman was the best. You could not ask for better.
She says Alan had problems like everybody else, but was one of the nicest young men she knew.
He's telling us constantly he's doing this for Mom. Mom had him up all night and he didn't get to sleep because he was taking care of Mom. I expected to see Mom in better conditions than that.
Jeanette says Alan wouldn't let anyone inside the home to see his mom and wouldn't accept any help. Police say he called for an ambulance last Friday. That's when Jeanette realized how bad it was.
She was in deplorable condition to where I was sick. The EMSs that came over, they were sick of what they saw.
Port Arthur Detective Mike Hebert says investigators could tell right away a crime had been committed.
It's indescribable. I couldn't even describe what I've seen. It's not possible. It's just the worst case of neglect that I've ever seen in my 30-year career.
Hebert says her son was the only family in the area and her sole caregiver.
He has been charged with the injury to the elderly, which is going to be a first-degree felony in this case because it's intentionally. The investigators believe this was intentional, and he knew what he was doing.
Jeanette believes Jean would still be here today if Alan had just asked for help.
I have been sick ever since this has happened to Miss Jean, and I know to God she would not have wanted to die that way. It hurts.
Alan Hartzel is being held on a $500,000 bond. Reporting in Port Arthur, Paris Kane, 12 News.
So sad about what happened here. And it's crazy because it just sits right here at the end of the block on a corner in front of all these other people's houses. So here we are, standing at the front doorway, and I'm going to give you a tour. Oh man, this is going to be rough. I don't even want to do this one. Alright, let's continue. I'm going to actually start in this room right here, because this room right here seems to have the most stuff. Oh man, I'm getting the chills on this one. Hunter's Glenn's photos, July 4th, 1995. I'm afraid to look. Oh boy. This is just photos of the house. There's no photos of them. Do you have any others? Yeah, it's just photos of the house. Whoa. I thought that was bed sheets or something. No, only photos of the house. No photos of them whatsoever. Huh. Alright. What is this stuff? Oh man, the feelings that I'm getting up in here are just unreal. Totally unreal.
I just stumbled upon something very odd. I'm guessing it's a notebook by Alan's girlfriend from 1991. But it seems weird that many of the notes here start with the saying, "Hello, darling. How are you doing?" As if they were going out to multiple people. Just seems a little off. I did, however, find out that Alan was an IT technician, and I also dug up his trial dates that said this. Alan Hartzel from Port Arthur, Texas, faced trial beginning April 29th, 2024, with Judge John Stevens presiding. On the second day, the prosecution called a Port Arthur police officer as a key witness. The officer who responded when Hartzel's mother was found testified that it was one of the worst scenes she has ever encountered. During cross-examination, the defense focused on whether the officer knew of any end-of-life arrangements, which she did not. Prosecutor Jimmy Ham told jurors that the 75-year-old woman lived in a cluttered, hoarder-like home. When medics arrived, they were shocked by the sight and smell, describing flies emerging as they uncovered her. The defense, led by James Macon, emphasized the strong bond between Hartzel and his mother, arguing that he was doing his best to honor her wish to remain at home. The case stems from February 2020, when police and medics discovered the severely neglected woman, who later died at the hospital.
Oh my God, this goes behind the stairs. Oh, it's like a little pantry way behind the stairs. That's kind of cool. What is this? This looks like a calendar here. July 19. This looks like it could have been a kitchen. I don't know if I'm really digging the yellow paint or not. I don't even know if I'm digging this house. I just want to get out of here. It's kind of creepy. What is this? Puppy kindergarten week 4. Remember to keep practicing the things we covered before. Learning their name, watch, socializing, etc. Huh. Wow. I can't believe I'm inside of a killer's house. This is just nuts. Absolutely insane. Wow. I'm afraid to move around in here. Do we have anything cool in this area? Just a bunch of cups, pots and pans where grandma or the mama used to cook. Guys, I'm telling you, like, I'm not a really spiritual person, like, whatsoever. But this house, I mean, if you're not a believer, you're about to become one, but the feels, when you get inside this house, when you walk in, you automatically feel the sensation of just evil. I don't know how to explain it, but it's terrible. This used to be a bathroom, I think. Yeah, this is definitely a bathroom. Oh, man. I like the cat. But besides that, I am not impressed. And I can't believe the front doors is busted wide open, too. What the hell is that door even doing? Look at this room. Wow. Look at that fan. That fan has definitely seen some better days. Wow. I really like this little sliding door here. Does it still slide? Yes, it does. But not no more. A little bit. No. Look at that. That's kind of cool. I like that. I like it a lot. You can tell this house is old when the ceiling was made out of wood or faux wood. Look at the old doorbell. Ugh, God. This is towards the back of the house. And it smells like a strong gas leak in here too. I definitely smell gas. And plenty of it. This house is probably going to explode. Ooh, it's getting stronger back here. Oh yeah, I smell it quite heavenly. Wow. And this room is just one big giant cluster. You can go straight ahead, take a right out the door, or go left. Let's go straight. This house is a mess. I don't even know what this room was, but it looks like a mess too. If you look really closely, that curtain right there has a bunch of kittens on it. Oh man. Here's a paper. When it's, whoa, what a bunch of knives too. Oh man. 2003 on this paper. All right, I guess we can go upstairs now.
As I made my way up the decayed staircase, an unsettling heaviness filled the air, growing stronger with each step. It was as if the walls themselves whispered remnants of anguish, carrying the echoes of a lingering presence. The closer I got to the top, the more noticeable it became. A suffocating sense of despair, almost as if Jean, Alan's mother, was still there, trapped in her own suffering. The atmosphere weighed down on me, and I couldn't shake the feeling that her tormented spirit was still watching, caught between this world and the next.
First room to your left. This could have been Alan's room. I gave up sex. What? If you don't like it, keep out. Oh wow. Here's some rock band posters and stuff. Or is it? I don't even know what this is. Welcome to life. It is not someone else's problem. Just old posters and stuff. 1987 on that. Jeez. What is this? This one's falling down. Street fashion. I don't get what all this means. Going to extremes, money, $1 million hype. I don't get what all this means. Huh. This had to be Alan's room. Had to be.
When I do my research, I sometimes can't find every single detail. It's almost impossible. But I'm still trying to figure out who Grace is, since her name is written all over this room.
This one says true peace in death. To my mom, you really effed me up, but I thank you because, whatever that word is, I know how to be a true, genuine human being. What? The dude killed his mom. How is that even possible? Some of these words I can't read on camera because, of course, I'll get demonetized, but, like, this is raw as it gets, y'all. Now, I don't know if squatters have came in here and did all this, or was it really the guy that used to live here? What does that say? To Grace, the sweetest girl in the whole wide world. Love you always. Oh man. All right, let's continue into the next room and see what else we got. I swear this house gives me the heebie-jeebies. And look at that. This one was super simple to get into. The front door is wide open. Ugh. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. So I guess this was a 2-bedroom house and 2-bathroom. Or maybe 3-bedroom, 2 baths. Oh yeah, here we are. Here's some more bedrooms. Wow. Bunch of clothes left behind and stuff. Some more stuff left behind here. ITT, Technical Institute, Alan Hartzel. So he went to school, ITT, Technical Institute. This had to be the mama's room because look at all these clothes left behind. That's what I'm thinking. And bro just straight up killed her and left all this behind, including her clothes. I don't know if you can see it from here, but the guy left his truck behind. He drove a Chevy, kind of like a hunter green color. I don't know if you could see it through the trees, but it is there. Maybe I can get a better shot of it later. And just the thought about what happened here really makes me sick to the point where I feel like I gotta throw up. Like I want to find a place and just throw up. It's so bad in here that it's just, I wish you guys were here with me because I'm telling you this, I don't feel good. Like I gotta get out of here. All right. But in a place like this, I don't want to really disturb the neighbors too much. You know what I mean? These neighbors had to go through a lot. I'm being very cautious with this house because I don't know if it's booby trapped or not. Oh. Well, that's nice to see that. Oh, man. What is this? Pink Floyd albums. There's some more stuff. Old bands. Who is that? U2. The Serpent's Egg. So maybe you used to listen to alternative music, perhaps? And he had his name tattooed on his cup, right there. Fire alarm still kind of works. That's even more creepy. Right there. What does that say? Village idiot, since you all treat me as such, thus I act as you treat me. Acting otherwise makes no difference. Oops. Can't even move in here. Oh man. This had to be Alan's game room for sure. I see a PlayStation controller with some Heineken bottles. Yeah, I think what happened is Alan probably used to sit right here watching TV while I played his games. Right in that chair right there. Oh man. Nothing in these drawers at all. Oh. You know, I kind of wonder, how did a house get like this? Can't open that. Oh, it opens like that. Ooh, what are these? I found pills. Read it out in the comments, but the pills say H12LU on top. think I heard something upstairs. Hello? This house is evil. It really is. I keep hearing footsteps upstairs. Because ain't nobody downstairs. Hello? What the hell is going on? That's the front porch on the second balcony. I would go outside, but I just don't want to alarm the neighbors. You know what I mean? It would just look bad. I think they would be more startled than anything. Somebody coming out this abandoned house. It's been sitting this long. All right, do I really want to go upstairs? I want to see what's up there though. So let's attempt it. Hello? This is where I keep hearing noises come from, but I don't see anything or anybody. Hello? Oh, almost fell. Is there anything up here? Let's continue. Hopefully I don't fall. Stairs are wobbly here. Oh. If that don't give you vertigo, I don't know what will. Oh. It's just like miscellaneous furniture up here. I do see some dishes over here, some china that kind of caught my attention. Some fine china. Let's see if we could take a look at a name brand, perhaps. Nucor, N-E-W-C-O-R. I doubt this is worth anything. Porcelain, Thailand. What the hell is this thing? It looks like an optional stairway or something. Oh no, that's a fan. Yeah, and it kind of breathes air down below, or should I say, it rises up and kind of puts the air in the attic. Man.
As I stand here in the darkness of this forgotten house, I can't help but wonder, how many secrets do these walls still hold? How many untold stories still linger in the shadowy corners? Maybe some questions are better left unanswered, because sometimes the truth isn't just unsettling, it's downright haunting.